So I moved through there. Or there. There we go. And then my next row is complete. So I can move that one over. 3, 5 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 2 rows are not completed, therefore I cannot touch them. I have to leave them there until my next turn. These that I've already chosen from go into the discard, and now I need to subtract my 2. 1, 2, and then I'll just move that off the board and chunk that over there. You never get these back. These are discarded. They were not good enough to go in your box. And then he would do the same thing. At the end of the game, you have special scoring. Well, the game ends and triggers whenever you have the first person to have a full row. You have special scoring situations. If you have a full row, you get 2 bonus points for each full row. So here I would get 6 extra points. And for every column you have complete, I don't have one, that would be 7 points. And then because here I've got all 5 of the blue ones, I would get 10 points also. And whoever
you get 10 points for if you use all 5 of a color.
If I had all 5 of something, it would be another color would be 20 points. It's highly unlikely you'd get all that. And then he would score. Whoever scored the most points wins.
All right.
It's a pretty easy game. I like the theme of this one much better than the regular Azul. It plays just like traditional Azul. And the reason I say traditional is because, as you can tell, there's multiple versions of Azul. We've got regular, Summer Pavilion, Stained Glass Sinatra, Queen's Garden, and these are expansions. And then the Chocolatier. This plays just like traditional one. And I think the theme comes through better in this one than it does in the other one, because the other one is based on a mosaic in a church in Portugal, or no, palace in Portugal. So I think this is a little more something most people can relate to, because only a few strange people don't like chocolate.
She's referring to me.
But even this has chocolate you would like. It's got white chocolate.
I liked the components. These little things. Every time I looked at these, I kept thinking that they were. I had an urge
caramels.
to eat it. Yeah, they look like a caramel, which is
I think they
what I
are
like.
considered a caramel.
Yeah. So those were neat.
There's also variants that you can play, special factory variants, and then just a variant play, where you're working more on the verticals and the horizontals. The thing is if you can see your partner's game board and you see that he needs a certain color, whether you need it or not, you can take, say he's waiting to get enough to fill up the bottom, because the bottom row is 5. Say you need 5 of these reddish ones, so he's waiting for them to go in the middle so he can get all 5 of them. Maybe you don't need that one, maybe you do, but you don't need that many, and you want to mess with him, you can go ahead and take them all, slap them in a row, and if it fills it up, great. If it doesn't, whatever. But now he doesn't get it for his, so there is a way to kind of hijack your partner's plan. Unfortunately, Chad's is too far away and I can't see, so but it's not a hard game. You don't have to think a whole lot real hard, but the problem is if once you start a row, say I started a row here, you have to finish up all of the tiles before you can score. And so I had started a row here, I didn't finish that row. I actually needed that row for a different type of chocolate, and because there wasn't enough of these to fill up my row, and so there was enough of what I needed, but I had already started that one on my turn before, and so I was stuck with it. So that trying to plan ahead for the next round in some of these longer spaces can really mess you up. So that was the only thing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
But I like abstract strategy games, so.
I'm not into abstract strategies, but this one didn't irritate me too bad. This was fine.
There was no yelling on this one.
What's that?
There was no yelling on this one.
I wouldn't mind playing this one again. So I think it's a good abstract strategy. Now, I hate chess. I hate checkers. I don't like abstract strategies. A lot of these kind of games that we play, and I think we've played some already in our series, I don't like them. This one was fine. I don't mind playing it again. This was okay. It's still not my thing, but I'll play it if you ask.
100 or anything like that, but it's a fun game, fun quick game on days when we're, don't have much time.
Like today. So, in this one, Deanna won 59 to 56.
But I think I scored something wrong and I bumped my little cube. That's the one thing I wish, I would rather there be like a main scoring board for both people. But everybody put their thing on, because you're placing stuff and you bump it and then you're like, where was I? I was somewhere there. Whatever. You're chasing it around your board. I would prefer having a scoring tile for all the players to be on, a scoring track. So that's personal preference of mine, because I'm kind of clumsy and knocked it somewhere and don't think I put it back in the right spot. So,
well, comes down to our rating.
I'd give it a 5.
She gives it a 5. That's interesting, because I give it a 6.
Okay, yeah, 5, 6. Like I said, there's some I like a lot better, and then this one isn't bad.
5 would have been just absolutely middle of the road. I sort of enjoyed it a little bit, so just up a little bit for 6.
Say it again so I can
enjoy it again.
Remember that.
Play the video back. All right, that'll do it for this week.
Get your little bag.
I will pick our game for next week. Bye for now.